All right, I believe that we are live here at Aycock Stadium, homecoming weekend, as the #1 field hockey team in all of Virginia. Public schools, private schools, everybody is the Trinity Episcopal Titans, and their visitors today have come down from Northern Virginia, Flint Hill School, and Flint Hill comes in with a record of 6 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties, so a winning record. Titans with 11 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie recently, I believe on Tuesday at Collegiate. And I am thrilled, in fact, to be joined by a couple of first-time broadcasters, 9th graders, class of 2028. Tabby Johnson and Emma Kraft. Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Hi.
Hi, Emma. Hi, Tabby. We've also got veteran announcer Amy Phillips up here in the booth with us, who's done a couple of soccer games on TESPN. She was privileged to be there on Wednesday for Kenan Muminovich's amazing goal, right? But you can't hear Amy because she doesn't have a headset. But, all right, Titans, here we go into the circle. Great pass by LG Logan. It's going to be an early corner for the Titans. Cabell Berkeiser was able to weave her way through and draw the corner. I should mention Tabby and Emma are both on our JV field hockey team. Had a really good season, right?
Yes.
What's y'all's record? More wins than losses, yeah?
Yeah, I'd hope so.
All right. See this first corner. Big hit by LG is going to lead to another corner. Comes out looks like the Festige. Carson Beatty over to Anna Reeser, and Flint Hill does well to avoid being scored on early. It's always tough on these long out-of-town trips if you're Flint Hill, just getting off that long bus ride. They didn't get here too long ago, so I think their plan probably is just to weather the storm for the first 5 to 10 minutes. Impressive possession here by the Titans, but Holly Creighton's pass for Carson Beatty was just a little too far in front of her. Beatty goes down and she'll retain possession. What was that call? You guys play field hockey? Not sure, but I think maybe Carson hit it when it was still moving, so ball turns back over to the Huskies. Grace Logan looking to make something happen. Well defended by Flint Hill. Carson Beatty showing off the skills. Lays it off to Lila Grace Logan. And with a backhanded shot, the Titans strike first. Lila Grace Logan with the assist. Carson Beatty. Tabby, what'd you see on that goal there? Some nifty moves by Carson.
Yes.
All right, off of the initial goal, Flint Hill gives possession back over to the Titans. Pass the ball around a bit in the back. Lane the Cathedral finds Carson. And it's going to go over to the Huskies.
So scared.
Dude, there's like 4 people watching.
I'm so scared. I don't know what to say. Yeah, me either.
There's 8 people watching. It's okay.
Talk about how fast it's going or something. How they're playing more offense than defense, something like that.
Titans have definitely been on the offensive more thus far in the early going. Looking for Holly Creighton. Tabby, you went to St. Michael's with Polly. Did you all play on the same field hockey team in middle school?
She was actually on a travel team and didn't have the time to play in middle school.
Gotcha. Her travel skills paying off out here on the nationally ranked Titan team. Tabby, what on your JV season, how many games do y'all have left?
Just one next Thursday.
What's been the highlight of the season so far?
Probably just everyone getting to know each other and the new people being able to make more friends.
That's great. That's one of the beauties of high school athletics, especially in the fall. Nice skills there by Carson Beatty. Look for Logan again. That was the connection we saw in the first goal. And Carson, of course, committed to Syracuse. She'll go play next year. I believe she scored at least a goal in every game this season, except maybe one. She's having an incredible season here as a senior for this undefeated Titan team, and this Titan team is about to have a corner. What's the strategy on corners, Tabby?
The person from baseline hits it out, and you can either pass it or you can try scoring from far away, but as you can see, it doesn't usually work.
It was close, but yeah, that was really good analysis, I think. A lot of times we see that initial player look to put it into the mix and see what happens, but Carson just ripped a shot there that went just wide. Holly could not quite find Reese. Titans just looking to keep possession. Ainsley McNear carries it forward Nice pass out to Carson. Here she goes through the defenders again and earns another corner for the Titans. But what position do you play on the JV team?
I'm usually forward. Sometimes I play defense though.
So on these corners, when your opponent has one, are you one of the 4 players that has to usually guard the goal there?
Not usually, no.
That seems like a scary job, especially when you have players like Carson and LG shooting it at that cage. There's LG. Over to Anna Reeser, back to LG. Goal by Ainsley Jones at the back post. Nice teamwork. No, take that back. That was Reese. It's hard to tell the difference between those 2 sophomores up here, but that was Reese Eckenrode with goal number 2 for the Titans. About 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Up 2-0. Looking for more. Eckenrode had a really prolific season as well, just a sophomore. I feel like we hear her name at morning meeting most of the time when Alexa Murphy makes her hockey announcements. That was Ainsley Jones looking to turn, but well defended by the Huskies. Ainsley gets it back. Carson with the backhand and another corner. Tabby, how about you? What's your position?
I play defense and mid, but when I play defense, I am usually in the goal.
Scary?
Not really, but my main job is just kind of stay behind the goalie, and if she misses it, make sure the ball doesn't get in.
You have to put the eyewear on?
Yeah.
All right, it's going to be Reese Eckenrode to fire in the corner. Out to Delilah Grace. Backhanded shot is saved by the Flint Hill keeper. Pass by Polly. Starting in goal today for the Titans is Avery Johnson, and thus far Avery's had very little to do back there. And she's kind of chilling, hands on hips. This Titan team is blessed with 4 really good goalkeepers. Excuse me, seniors Alexa Murphy and Sophie Thompson, junior Avery Johnson, and freshman Julia Reeser. Another corner for the Titans. How many is that?
I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, at least 4. And they've scored off one of them. Cabell trying to weave her way through traffic, but well defended by the Huskies. Oh, clever shot went just wide. Thank you to amazing, award-winning strength and conditioning coach Adam Banworth, who's cleaning off our camera. Got some messages a little smudged up top, so thanks to Coach Banworth. By Alinka Cathedral. She tries to turn the corner. This Flint Hill defense actually been pretty impressive despite being down 2-0. I mean, they've had a lot to do. Tabby, in a game like this, where your team, if you're in Flint Hill's position, is pretty much all on the defensive and rarely even crossing midfield. What's the mindset in a game like that for them?
I mean, really, you're just trying to keep it as far away from a goal as possible and make sure there are no open players on offense.
Yeah, and it seems like it's kind of almost, damage limitation. You just want to make sure you're not, you keep the score respectable when you're not really, I mean, of course they'd love to score, but they're really just focused on the D right now. All right, this quarter is just about up. And that is the end of the first quarter. Score at the end of quarter number 1, Trinity Episcopal 2, Flint Hill School 0. Our camera looks lovely for you. Thanks to the amazing Mr. Banworth for putting his life on the line to bring you all the video. And Emma, so on JV hockey, you get to do some work in the weight room. How has that been this year?
It's really fun. You get to try a bunch of new things.
Had you ever done any lifting before this year?
No, I haven't.
How about you, Tabby?
Yeah, I mean, I was a gymnast, so we
right.
did that a lot.
Oh, yeah, core.
Yes.
All right, tell you what, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back to bring you the second quarter.
Or lacrosse on the ground.
All right, second quarter about to begin. We see a few substitutions coming in for the Titans. Ninth grader Olivia Francis. I believe Tabby, your history classmate, coming out,
Yep.
as well as Sarah Grace Boykin, who is a junior, and I think those are the only two subs. As second quarter gets underway. Doing a little rotation up here in the box, so Emma Kraft has turned her headset over to Amy Phillips for a bit. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Excited to have you here. Like I said, you've already done a couple soccer broadcasts, so got some experience under your belt. And like I said, field hockey is a lot like soccer with sticks, or as Tabby said, it's a lot like
Lacrosse on the ground.
I liked that. I liked that. Well, Flint Hill hanging tough. I mean, Titans scored in the first 3 minutes, got another goal in the early part of the first quarter, but the Huskies have hung in there, defended well. Actually had a bit of an attack there, but well defended by Cabell Berkeyheiser. Look at LG get her head up and look for the big switch, but it did not quite come off as she's looking for either Carson B or Elena Cathedral. It is a absolutely perfect, gorgeous fall day out here. Not a cloud in the sky. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. No humidity. It's the kind of day where, as an athlete, you feel like you can just run all day. Oh, good ball fired across by Elena. No one was there at the far post. Tabby, you mentioned that you play like more defensive or defensive midfield on our JV team. Do you feel like field hockey, there's a lot of running?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It depends on what position you're on, but midfielders probably run almost up to a mile each game.
Yeah, it might be more than that. Wow. Cabell Berkeyheiser, who's playing left defense, has run all the way to right offense. Speaking of running, she covered a lot of ground there. LG, it's going to come out top. Titans will retain possession. That was a long run by Cabell. She probably ran over 50 yards with the ball on this field hockey / football field. Almost like a running back in football, slicing through the defense. Cabell was unable to save that ball, but not for lack of effort. She was really moving. I'm impressed with her speed. The 10th grader, number 1. All right, Amy, question for you here, unrelated to field hockey. As the Huskies progress, probably the furthest they've come down the field all season. This being homecoming weekend, there is obviously this game going on now, as well as boys soccer is playing right now, as well as volleyball. Then there's football game tomorrow, dance tomorrow night. We had Spirit Week all week. As we see the Titans have a lovely transition, but it's going to roll out of bounds. Of all the sort of Spirit Week activities, what's the one you've either enjoyed the most, or if it hasn't happened yet, are most looking forward to?
I'm really excited to see the football game tomorrow because I think there's going to be a really large turnout with the students, and it'll just be a lot of fun, good energy. But I'm also excited just for the dance in general. It'll be my first homecoming, so I'm excited for everything.
Yeah, I mean, you three obviously all four of us in this booth actually are St. Michael's graduates, and high school dances are a little different than St. Michael's dances. So I'm sure y'all will enjoy that. Nice moves by Elena. And it's gonna be a corner. Tabby, how about you? What are you most excited about this moment right now? Maybe announcing the field hockey game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty fun so far. I would say the thing I'm most excited for is also probably the dance. I mean, we had dances at St. Michael's, but I'm assuming they're pretty different.
I think so. I haven't been to any of the dances here for a while, but pretty sure from what I've heard about St. Michael's dances for my own daughter, there's not a whole lot of boys and girls dancing together. Carson mishandled a little, but knocks it over to LG, and now at the back post, Elena Cathedral, assisted by LG Logan, and Titans score again off of a corner, and been really threatening on all the corners today. And Amy, I know you're not a field hockey player, but you're a soccer player and a sports fan. Have you noticed how pretty much every corner has led to at least a good chance, if not a goal?
Yeah, they've had 2 goals off corners, I believe. That's really good. You do not see that in soccer quite as much.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a huge threat. See a couple subs coming in. It's like Alexa Linton and Ella Holloway, both seniors, making their first appearance in today's game. And 9th grader Olivia Francis carries forward. She's on a 40-yard run. Nice pass to Ella Holloway. She couldn't quite steer it to the cage. Oh, sorry, not a corner. Possession to the Titans. And that pass from Fasty to Linton was just a little too hard to handle. So the Huskies will get a bit of a reprieve and gain possession. Amy mentioned tomorrow's football game. We will have that broadcast here on TESPN, 1 o'clock against St. Christopher's. Very likely to be a really close game. We're ranked 3rd. They're ranked 4th in this week's state rankings. And last year, the Titans won it 28-24 against the Saints. So I think it's going to be a tight 4-quarter contest. Looks like another beautiful day weather-wise. And that's probably what I'm most looking forward to, being back up here in this booth at Aycock Stadium.
Yeah, both those schools, I feel like we're really close rivals, so that should be a lot of fun. I'd imagine some St. Chris fans will come out and watch as well.
Yeah, in our sports broadcasting class this morning, we watched some highlights from 2 years ago when they were here, and that set of bleachers down by the softball field was beyond full of St. Christopher's students. And that one was a 42-7 Titan victory back in 2022.
Oh.
That team was that 2022 team was incredible, undefeated, state champions. Speaking of undefeated, hoping to be state champions, this field hockey team continuing to pretty much be dominant on the offensive end. But we are under 6 minutes until halftime, and Flint Hill they're defending well. Other than the corners, they've only given up 1 goal. The thing I'm really impressed right now about the Titans is a great pass from Olivia Francis to Anna Reeser is the depth of the team. So you see like Olivia, who's not a starter, but she looks great out there. There's Alexa Linton, who's not a starter, making things happen. We've seen Sarah Grace Boykin come in and play really well. Ella Holloway. So just the depth. I mean, that's going to be huge when they get to state tournament play and you're having to win 3 games in 4 days against really strong competition.
It's really interesting to me during the corners how the defense puts like the head guards on. I've never seen anything like that before in another sport.
Yeah, just I think a safety precaution. Been doing that for several years now. It wasn't always that way, but what a shot. Carson Beatty on the scoreboard, as she is every game. And once again, off a corner, right?
Yes.
So 3 of the 4 goals coming off corners. We see another sub. This is Madison Jewett, I believe another St. Michael's alum, yeah.
Yes, she is.
Did you ever play field hockey with her, Tabby?
I actually don't remember. I only played 1 year at St. Michael's.
Oh, good look by Lila Grace Logan. What year was that?
7th grade.
So yeah, I think she would have already been at Trinity by that year.
Yes.
See Madison Jewett getting in on the action. She has a nice pass over to Ella Holloway. Just from a coaching standpoint, of course, I've coached a lot of teams in my years here, and that's really one of the things you want to see is when you go to your bench and put those subs in, you don't want to see a drop-off. And I think thus far I've been really impressed with the players who have come in and just kept this high level of play, high standard of play. Anna Reeser is just so poised there, kind of in the middle, firing passes. She's really comfortable receiving the ball with her back to goal and turning with it. Is that the position you play, Tabby? Or Anna is? Right there at like 40?
Yes.
Must be pretty good then. I think that's usually where you put one of your best players in that spot. I mean, good on the JV team.
Maybe.
What do you think, Emma? Tabby's pretty good?
I mean, I've definitely gotten better over the season. I didn't start out very good, so.
That's what it's all about. And now with 1 game left, hopefully you ended it on a winning note. Nice pass, Carson Beatty. What a save. Lena Fastige, another freshman coming on. Their corner. We are under a minute to go here in the first half. Apologies that I forgot to start the clock after the last goal, but we're just about 40 seconds left till halftime in this 4-0 Titan lead. Carson over to LG, backhand, and to the back of the net. What a shot by Lila Grace Logan. That's the second time today that Carson Beatty has assisted Lila Grace. Those two play really well together. A little delay here. Not sure what the officials are talking about. I haven't seen that goal up on the scoreboard yet, though. So, is there any reason it wouldn't count?
Not that I know of.
Titans running back, so, and it is now on the scoreboard. So, not sure what the discussion was, but chalk it up. Second goal of the day for LG. Last few seconds rolling off the clock. And that is the end of the first half. So your halftime score: Trinity Episcopal 5, Flint Hill 0. And Tabby, I'll start with you. Just your impressions of the first half.
I mean, yeah, I think it's going really well. A tactic you'll see out there is you often try to keep the ball to the sides of the field, run baseline, and then shoot. And I think that seems to be working well for us to get it close to the goal.
Yeah, great point, great point. Amy, how about you?
Yeah, I agree with what Tabitha said, but I've also been noticing a lot of great passing by Trinity. They're doing a good job of switching the field, and a lot of players are out there showing some impressive handwork. So.
Yeah, and I think your point about the switching and the passing, I mean, that's where your experience from soccer, it looks like a really dominant soccer team that just can keep the ball. Sometimes you pass backward to go forward. Sometimes you look to switch the point of attack, and ultimately their corners have been, I mean, basically 4 of the 5 goals have come off the corners. So those corner plays that I'm sure they work on in practice have been really effective. All right, we've got about 3.5 minutes until the second half starts. So we're going to take a quick break, catch our breath, and we'll be back to bring you second half action in just a few minutes. Please stick around. We're back for second half action. Just joining us, Trinity with a 5-0 lead, and this Trinity team ranks number 1 in the entire Mid-Atlantic region, number 11 in the nation, number 1 in Virginia. And according to the Max Prep's computer rankings, number 3 in the nation. So, just a legendary team with big goals. And credit to Flint Hill for hanging in. It's not easy to get on a bus and ride over 2 hours to play a team this good. And Flint Hill takes that second half. I was going to say kickoff, but what do you call it in field hockey? Hit that starts the half.
You know, I could not tell you. In lacrosse, it's a draw.
Right. Let's see. Looking out there, Carson Beatty's still in the game. That's Kate Dosh in for the first time. She's doing well, progressing it down the field. Finds Ainsley Jones, and they're going to get a foul on the Titans. Looks like Grace Marcus is in as well for the first time. I think Carson's the only one who's been in the whole game for Trinity so far. And she has a goal and 2 assists, at least 2 assists. Flint Hill gets it across midfield, but Holly Creighton able to thwart the attack. Nice look ahead by Polly, but Kate Dosh could not quite save it in time. Tabby and Emma, at halftime I looked up how your JV field hockey season was going. You said you thought you'd won more than you lost, and indeed, your record is 6 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
So hopefully you win that final game against St. Catharines, but even if you don't, you're guaranteed a winning record. So great job your first season of high school sports.
Thank you.
Did you beat St. Catharines the first time you played?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we did.
I can look that up. I switched over to the varsity schedule, but Flint Hill progresses it way down the field. Lost 1-0 last time at St. Catharines, so got to get a little revenge on Thursday.
Yes.
Who's your goalie?
Julia Reeser. She was actually in the Junior Olympics not too long ago. And we also have Lucia. She's on our team as well.
Right, Titans have progressed it back down. Cabell Berkeyheiser off to Carson Beatty. Carson to go high, and just a little too high and just over the cage. Composure by Lena Fastige back to Ainsley McNear. Madison out on the right, showing off some moves. Good defending by Flint. Pressure by Flint Hill. Nancy McNear did well there, though. She had a little bit of a not great pass at first, but she worked hard to recover it. Anna Reeser just boomed it about 30 yards right on a rope to Cabell Berkeiser. Cabell showing nice skills to retain possession. Are there any players who have really stood out in particular for you guys, Tabby?
Yeah, I mean, Anna Reeser, I've seen her have amazing stick skills. No one on our JV team is able to do that like her.
Yeah, I've been so impressed with her ever since the beginning of her 9th grade year, and now is a junior. But she's been a varsity starter since day one, and her sisters, as you already mentioned, Julia from the Junior Olympics, and then they have a younger sister as well who's really, really good. So the Reeser family is an amazing field hockey group. How about you, Em? Anybody who stood out for you?
Definitely Carson Beatty, because she's had some really good shots and she's always able to steal the ball back.
Yeah, Carson she always plays her hardest. You don't see any drop off in her effort and energy, even with a 5-0 lead. She's never lazy. She's always in the center of the action. And she's another player who started since the beginning of 9th grade. And we'll be playing at Syracuse University next year. She's done some broadcasting with TESPN, and Syracuse has one of the top broadcasting schools in the country, so that's actually a field that Carson might get into. Passing there by Flint Hill. It's all the way through, but it'll roll out of play. Mackie Logan coming in for the first time. She scored yesterday in the Titans 8-0 win against St. Margaret's. Caroline Nashov making her first appearance. Caroline, a three-sport athlete. Very good basketball and lacrosse player, in addition to field hockey. Carson Beatty checking out for the first time, replaced by LG Logan. Another sub with Ella Holloway coming in for Kate Dosh. So Emma, as the fall season winds down, you've got one more JV field hockey game to go. You gonna be playing any other sports this year?
I'm definitely gonna do lacrosse in the spring, and I've been thinking about doing indoor track or maybe basketball in the winter.
Nice. Tabby, I know you play lacrosse. Of course, you also got gymnastics. Anything in the winter from a school sports standpoint?
Yes, I believe I'm going to be doing winter track to prepare for the lacrosse season. And if it's possible, I'd also like to be doing track in the spring as well as lacrosse.
That'd be cool. I know we've definitely sometimes had athletes that can do track as well as an additional spring sport. So I hope that works out for you. LG was looking to get it over to Caroline Ashoff. Well defended by Flint Hill, but it's right back into the attack. And Mackie Logan was working hard there and is able to win possession for the Titans. And a Reeser centering pass. Well defended by the Huskies. Feels like as long as Flint Hill can avoid conceding corners, they've, again, we've made this point several times, but they've only given up one goal that wasn't off a penalty corner. Cabell Berkeyheiser coming through the middle, taking it all the way, and well defended by Flint Hill. The referee put the whistle to her mouth. I thought we might see another corner there, but she chose to let play go on.
Yeah, it almost looked like it was a foot from Flint Hill.
I thought the same thing, but Titans can't have too much complaints with the officiating today. In fact, one of the things that critics of field hockey sometimes say how the whistle always blows, but this actually we haven't had too many whistles. It's flowed pretty nicely. One thing I'm always curious about when I watch field hockey games is it just seems like it's such a different sport on turf as opposed to grass. Can you talk about what that difference is like as a player?
Yeah, the ball definitely moves a lot faster when you're on turf than you're on grass, so the game definitely moves quicker, and the ball can just get a lot farther.
Makes sense. More good defending by the Huskies. And they've got some space to run into. Holly Creighton, yet again, she's really been a standout defender in that defensive midfield position. Some field hockey fans call it the tabby position. Just kidding. All right. LG fires it ahead to Cabell Berkeyheiser. She's again crowded out. And good defending by Flint Hill. pass from Ainsley McNear to Polly Creighton. So unfortunately, and if we have any Flint Hill fans watching, we weren't able to get a Flint Hill roster, but really impressed with number 12 in the middle. She's worked really hard all day. As this third quarter is winding down, under 10 seconds to go. Our score bug clock is a few seconds off. And that concludes the third quarter of play. So, no goals scored that quarter. We got 15 minutes to go. Titans continue to lead 5-0, and we see mostly non-starters playing now. Still a few starters out there. Hannah Reeser, Ainsley McNear, and LG Logan. And it has been Avery Johnson who's gone the whole way in goal thus far. Although it looks like Avery maybe just took the helmet off, and Sophie Thompson might be coming in to play some goalie. And if you don't mind, give Amy her headset for a second, because I want to ask her a goalkeeping question. So, Amy, you play goalie in soccer.
Yes.
So, looks like Avery, who's played the first three quarters, is going to come out, and Sophie is going to go in. I don't know if you've ever been in a position where you don't start, but come in midway through a game and goal. But what is that like? Having to, obviously if you're the starter, you get reps and warm-ups and you start the game. But if you've ever been on a team when you came in halftime, or even if there was an injury, or just maybe the other goalie was struggling or got changed out, what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, you always have to be ready for that. Right now, I mean, it's 5-0, so she should be in a pretty comfortable position. But I think one of her main focuses right now is just to like play her best, not let any easy goals in. Try to keep the score up.
No, that makes sense. It's just, any other position on the field, you can sort of see somebody sub in, somebody sub out, but the goalkeeping position in field hockey and in soccer is pretty unique in that it's rare to see a sub. I've seen some teams that sub at halftime, but obviously with a 5-goal lead, not too much pressure on Sophie. I don't actually think Avery touched the ball the first three quarters, so probably not going to be too busy, but I'm happy to see Sophie get some time out there. She's a great teammate who I've had the chance to coach on the soccer team, and she's just a really coachable kid and always wants to do whatever it takes to help her team.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good to get in there.
All right, we are starting this fourth quarter, kicking off the fourth quarter. Tabby, we still don't know what it's called, but we'll have to look that up. We have any updates from JV volleyball?
We lost.
JV volleyball lost
2-0.
2-0 to St. Margaret's?
St. Michael's Archangel.
Ah, St. Michael's Archangel.
It was a tough loss.
Look at the moves. Oh, Reese Eckenrode was doing some keepy uppy with her stick there and tried to play it across, but it went just wide.
Going back to volleyball real quick. Yesterday, JV2 had their first win of the season. That is very exciting.
Let's go JV2. Was that against the home school?
Yeah, that would be it.
Good. I mean, JV boys soccer didn't have a lot of wins this fall either, so sometimes it's tough, but we had a good time.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
Do you want to join?
What should I say?
You want to talk? Well, you don't have to.
Sure.
No, you're taking mine.
Oh, should I?
All right, we got another ninth grader joining us now, Libby Keaton,
Hi.
fresh from a JV volleyball game. Joining us to a 5-0 Titan lead. Carson Beatty back in. She already has a goal and 2 assists. And Libby, I already asked these guys this homecoming weekend, whether it's the dance or football game, pep rally, which we just had at the end of school, or just various Spirit Week things. What are you most excited about this weekend?
Probably like before the dance, taking pictures and things like that. I'm most exciting for. Also the dance, but the whole day will be fun, I think.
Yeah, it will be. We were talking about high school dances a little different than St. Michael's dances, so
Yes, definitely.
I'm excited to hear your impressions on Monday.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
heard there's no slow dances.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's my favorite kind of dance.
Same.
All right. We are into the last 12 minutes of action here. A lot of subs have come in, but we also see a few starters back in the game. Elena Cathedral, Reese Eckenrode, Ainsley Jones, Olivia Francis, who didn't start but got a lot of playing time, and see Flint Hill progressing it pretty far down the field, but Ainsley McNear with a great takeaway. Now the Titans look to counterattack, and it is really fun to watch their passing in these counterattacking situations. Great pass, LG Logan, Reese Eckenrode, and out to Elena Cathedral. But again, Flint Hill, I'm impressed with how they've continued to battle, even being down 5-0. You've seen no quit in the Huskies. And if anything, I feel like this early part of the fourth quarter has been the best phase of the game for Flint Hill.
One question. Are there any freshmen that are getting any more playtime due to this league?
Yeah, so Olivia Francis, who has the ball right now, and she's played a lot today. We've also seen Lena Fastige come in for a bit, and Mackie Logan played for a little bit. I'd say of the ninth graders, Olivia's played the most. She didn't start, but she was one of the first subs that came in. Great to see.
It's always been very impressive to see that.
LG Logan with a third goal of the game. And that makes it 6-0. Thanks, Libby. Tabby's back. Tabby, what'd you see on that goal right there?
I was not watching the goal. I was actually looking up what it's called when the players start with the ball, and I believe just like in lacrosse, it is a draw.
Tabby. That's what a good enterprising student does. Research. I'm impressed. Maybe that's why you have an A in history.
Yep.
All right, just under 9 minutes to go. Great control by LG. The pace was the pace with which the Titans move the ball is so impressive. 4 or 5 passes just blistered in, and they progress the ball down the field really well.
You definitely don't see that many passes on the JV team. I mean, we work really hard to, but it takes a lot of skill to be able to pass that much.
No question. All right, quick official timeout here. The referees come together. Not sure what happened. Not sure what happened, but I always like it when officials they confer like that. Like, I'd rather them get together and talk it over than just allow whatever could have been an issue to continue. Great pass from ninth grader Olivia Francis to Anna Reeser. Tabby, I guess Olivia's mom is your coach, right?
Yes, she is.
Coaches? How has that been?
I really enjoy having her as a coach. I think she knows a lot about field hockey, and it also seems like she really enjoys teaching us. So it just feels great to have someone who cares that much.
Yeah, I've heard great things about her. Reese off to LG, back to Reese. And it's going to be Flint Hill possession on the hack.
Yeah.
Riley Gray slogan. Looking for Carson Beatty, and it's going to be a corner. And we've seen 4 Titan goals off of these corners, so this is a real opportunity for sure. Delay as Hill players get their eyewear on. OG finds Reese. Reese high and in. Reese Eckenrode with her second goal of the game. Makes it 7-0 in favor of the Titans. And it'll be a Flint Hill draw. Just over 4 minutes to play. Francis hits it about 65 yards upfield, but out of play. Boys soccer currently facing off against Flint Hill as well. And that was 1-1 at halftime. Carries it forward. Perfect layoff out to Polly Creighton. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody up here. I think Anna Reese, every time she's had the ball today, she's completed a pass. I don't think she's lost possession a single time that I can remember.
Yeah, that definitely was what I've seen.
Well, since you play the same position, I hope that you are studying everything Anna does and you can bring it to the field on Thursday to get revenge on St. Catherine's for that earlier 1-0 defeat.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am. In a lot of practices, we'll watch the varsity games and kind of take notes, and I do really think that's helped how we play.
Great. Titans working it around the back. The last 2 minutes.
Another Titan player that I've noticed we haven't talked about as much today, but Polly Creighton has had a really great game, running the sideline really well, making really good thought-out passes.
Yeah, I agree. Amy and Holly has also done a really good job of what, for lack of a better term, what in soccer we would call a tackle. Like Flint Hill, they have had rare forays up the field. Polly has been there as that line of defense right before the back line, kind of like a holding mid, and we would call it in soccer, but she's made a lot of really strong tackles, and she's been great. So looking ahead for this team, on Tuesday they make the long trip to Lynchburg to take on VES, and then Thursday before the JV St. Catherine's game that Emma and Tabby will be playing in, this varsity group will play St. Catherine's for the final regular season game and then head into postseason play. LG Logan finds Reese. Will the Titans get an eighth? Cleared off the line. Got back in by Ainsley McNear and cleared out, and that is the ball game. But great win for Trinity to move to 12 wins on the season, still no losses, and the one tie. So everybody up here, I'm going to give a chance for some final thoughts. Amy, we'll start with you. Just final reflections on the game, whatever you want to say.
I was impressed on both sides, starting with Flint Hill. Even though the score, there's a pretty big margin, but I think they did a really great job. They were playing defense mostly the whole game, and they never really let up, still stayed strong the whole time. And for Trinity, they were just really great attackers, had some really great passing, and really great teamwork today.
Great thoughts, Amy. Tabby?
Yeah, I mean, we've never played Flint Hill before, and we didn't really know how it was going to turn out, but I think we ended up doing really well, and it's really hard for a team losing by 7 points to keep putting in their best effort, and I just want to congratulate Flint Hill on doing so well with that.
That's a great point, and great sportsmanship on your part, Tabby. Emma, your final thoughts?
I agree with that. I think that Flint Hill was really trying and they weren't giving up. They're trying really hard to get the ball back.
And yeah, I just the biggest thing for me today, because I haven't had too many chances to see the Titans play this year. The two big takeaways I have are the passing, just so impressive, so sharp, so unselfish, and then the second thing is the depth. Just when they went to the bench, very little drop off, and like I said back, I think around the second or third quarter, when it gets to postseason play, having a bench that you can rely on in case of just fatigue, in case someone needs a quick sub to get their head right. God forbid there's an injury. Depth is huge in this sport, and like Tabby said, a lot of running, so you need to be able to go to the bench if need be, and we saw a lot of players come in who were non-starters but still had big-time contributions. So it was a lot of fun. Emma, you want to pick a player of the game?
Probably
Okay. How about you, Tabby?
Oh, that's what I was going to say, but I think Cabell Berkeyheiser has been doing really well. I mean, she plays defense, but she ran it all up the field multiple times.
Great point. Amy doesn't have a mic anymore, or she could have one. Player of the game for you, Amy?
I agree with Anna Reeser definitely, but maybe giving it also to Carson Beatty, who had 2 or 3 goals.
Carson
today.
had a goal and 3 assists.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
1 goal,
I mean-
3 assists.
I mean, Carson was incredibly impressive out there. My vote is Lila Grace Logan. She had 3 goals and was also just in the heart of everything. But ultimately, I guess the vote, we'll go with collectively, we'll say player of the game was Anna Reeser. But the whole Titan team was fantastic today. And final thoughts, for TESPN standpoint, join us tomorrow, 1 o'clock for football against St. Christopher's, a huge prep league matchup that has major implications in the state rankings. We'll also, next week, I believe Tuesday, have soccer against St. Anne's Belfield. Thursday, we have field hockey against St. Catharines. So lots of exciting broadcasts coming up. Please join us. We're getting close to postseason play. It's the most exciting time of the fall. Thank you so much to our first-time broadcasters, Tabby Johnson and Emma Kraft, who got through their first broadcasting experience, and then the veteran Amy Phillips with 3 whole games under her belt, and also Libby Keaton, who's done a soccer game as well, dropped in for a cameo. So thanks to all these 9th graders representing class of 2028. You guys might not have got any points in Spirit Week, but you had some good points on the microphone today.